Hello and welcome to Bunty Flow, the podcast that brings positivity and joy into your daily life. I'm your host Bunty, and today we're diving into one of life's most important topics, happiness and how to be happy. What does it mean to be truly happy? And more importantly, how can we cultivate happiness in our everyday lives? If you've ever wondered how to bring more joy into your life, this episode is for you. Stay with us for the last second. Happiness is something we all strive for, but it can sometimes feel elusive, like it's just out of reach. The truth is, happiness isn't about achieving some grand, distant goal. It's about finding contentment in the present moment and learning to appreciate the small, everyday joys that life has to offer. Today, I'll be sharing 5 practical strategies that you can start implementing right away to boost your happiness and overall well-being. We'll explore each one in detail with real-life examples, stories, and actionable tips. So grab a cup of your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's get into it. Let's start with one of the simplest yet most powerful tools for increasing happiness: gratitude. You've probably heard it before: count your blessings, focus on the positive, but what does that really mean in practice? And why does it work? Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's about genuinely appreciating the good things in your life, big or small. Research has shown that practicing gratitude can lead to improved mental health, better relationships, and even a stronger immune system. Let me share a personal story. A few years ago, I was going through a tough time and everything felt overwhelming. I decided to start a gratitude journal, a simple notebook where I'd write down 3 things I was grateful for each day. At first it felt awkward, but over time I noticed a shift in my mindset. Instead of dwelling on what was going wrong, I started to see all the little things that were going right. The more I focused on what I had, the less I worried about what I didn't. So here's a challenge for you for the next week. Start each day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be profound. Maybe it's the taste of your morning coffee, the sound of birds outside your window, or the support of a friend. Pay attention to how this simple practice makes you feel. And remember, gratitude doesn't just have to be about big things. Sometimes it's the smallest moments that bring the most joy, like the warmth of the sun on your face or the smell of fresh bread from a nearby bakery. When you begin to notice and appreciate these moments, you're training your brain to focus on the positive, which can lead to lasting happiness. I'd love to hear from you. What are some things you're grateful for today? Send me a message or tag me on social media with your gratitude list. Let's spread some positivity together. Next, let's talk about the power of connection. We live in an increasingly digital world where it's easy to feel isolated despite being constantly connected online. But true happiness often comes from real, meaningful interactions with others. Studies have shown that people with strong social connections tend to be happier, healthier, and even live longer. It's not just about having a large number of friends, but about the quality of those relationships. Do you have someone you can turn to when you need support? Someone who really listens to you? Those are the connections that matter. Here's a practical tip: make an effort to reach out to someone you care about this week. It could be a family member, a friend, or even an old colleague you haven't spoken to in a while. Schedule a coffee date, a phone call, or even a virtual hangout. It doesn't have to be long. Sometimes a quick check-in can make all the difference. I remember a time when I reconnected with an old friend after years of being out of touch. We started catching up regularly, and that friendship became a source of immense joy for both of us. It reminded me how important it is to nurture relationships even when life gets busy. And don't forget the power of small acts of kindness. Sometimes a simple gesture like a smile, a compliment, or helping someone out can brighten not just their day but yours as well. Connection isn't just about deep relationships, it's also about the way we interact with the world around us. Moving on to our third strategy: mindfulness, or the practice of being fully present in the moment. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in thoughts about the past or worries about the future, but this can rob us of the joy that's available in the present moment. Let's do a quick mindfulness exercise together. Wherever you are, take a moment to pause and focus on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold it for a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. Notice how the air feels as it enters and leaves your body. Now look around you. What do you see? What do you hear? Allow yourself to fully experience this moment without judgment. This simple practice can bring a sense of peace and contentment. Research has shown that practicing mindfulness can reduce stress, improve focus, and increase overall happiness. It helps you to stop dwelling on the past or worrying about the future and instead appreciate the here and now. I started practicing mindfulness a few years ago, and it's made a significant difference in my life. I used to constantly worry about what might happen tomorrow, but mindfulness taught me to find joy in the present moment, whether it's enjoying a quiet morning walk, savoring a meal, or simply spending time with loved ones. I encourage you to incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine. Start with just 5 minutes a day and gradually increase the time as it becomes more comfortable. I'd love to hear how it goes. Feel free to share your experiences with me. Let's shift gears and talk about self-compassion. We often hear about the importance of being kind to others, but how often do we extend that same kindness to ourselves? Self-compassion means treating yourself with the same understanding and care that you would offer to a friend. Think about the last time you made a mistake or faced a setback. Did you beat yourself up over it? Many of us have a harsh inner critic that can be incredibly unforgiving. But what if instead you approached yourself with empathy and understanding? What if you acknowledge that it's okay to be imperfect, to make mistakes, and to learn from them? The next time you catch yourself being overly critical, pause and ask, what would I say to a friend in this situation? Chances are you'd offer words of encouragement, not criticism. Try doing the same for yourself. This small shift in mindset can have a big impact on your happiness and overall well-being. I remember a time when I was really hard on myself after a project didn't go as planned. It took me a while to realize that the same compassion I was offering to others was something I needed to give myself. Once I did, it became easier to move forward and improve without getting stuck in self-blame. Self-compassion doesn't mean lowering your standards or avoiding accountability. It means recognizing that everyone struggles, everyone makes mistakes, and it's okay to be kind to yourself along the way. Finally, let's talk about the importance of purpose. Having a sense of purpose or meaning in life can greatly enhance your happiness. Purpose gives you direction, motivation, and a reason to get out of bed in the morning. It's what makes life feel fulfilling and rewarding. Take a moment to think about what brings you joy and fulfillment. Is it your work, a hobby, volunteering, or spending time with loved ones? Your purpose doesn't have to be something grand. It can be as simple as making a difference in someone's life, pursuing a passion, or even just striving to be the best version of yourself. To delve deeper into this topic, I'll be bringing on a guest who has found their purpose in an unexpected way. We'll talk about their journey, the challenges they faced, and how discovering their purpose has transformed their life. So stay tuned for that. Remember, happiness isn't a destination, it's a journey. By practicing gratitude, nurturing connections, staying present, being kind to yourself, and finding purpose, you can cultivate a happier, more fulfilling life. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a little more happiness in their life. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep shining and finding joy in the little things.